Hey Cal, good afternoon. Happy Christmas Eve. Hopefully your day's gone well. Just up. Okay. Need a couple of good screenshots here. Oh. Oh, I see a missing piece that I must have forgotten. Oh, cool. I worked a little bit last night on the roof. I'll give you a quick tour in a second. Come on, there we go. I'm gonna do this before I forget. Gonna work on the other side of the cathedral today, since this side's done. Okay, so upstairs now has a double gallery, and this is where I'm going to put the library sitting room. There's going to be like an educational space, and I did put in some steps to get to the upper level. I don't know if I'll keep them. I wish there were ladders, you know, that I could just put up some ladders temporarily. But that'll be nice. And then the roof, oh, I guess I didn't build up to the roof. Hold on a second, I'll build up there and I'll give you a look. Oh, we're gonna do that, are we? I just logged in. Yeah, just got to reset the build environment. I understand why it happens. It's still a pain in the ass, though. This is where I ended last night, was doing this tower. Ah. Oh, oh, come on, I didn't click. Alright. Now from here you'll be able to see. So I did that side of the roof. That's what its general shape is going to look like, and I'll put some adornments. And I haven't finished the front, obviously. I did finish that tower, though you can still see the scaffolding is up. Certainly taken a while. All right, let me pull up my pictures. Did I place all those improperly? No, that's lined up over there. I guess I'll live with it. All right. Um, oh crap, those are one level higher. Jeez, it's already dusk. Hit affiliate goals now. Just oh, cool. Yeah, took me like for both YouTube and Twitch. It took a couple of days. I think they wait to see if your algorithm's stable. Mm. Your not your algorithm, your count, or they just process it every few days, and then you gotta go in and follow their instructions. And like I said, I wasn't originally going to do it until they started with, and we're just gonna make you do ads anyway, in which case I was like, whatever. It's not like I don't do this to make money. I do it for fun. I think I've made a little bit of money, enough to buy like a pizza or two. That's it. I mean, I have no desire to be an internet personality, just a Moria personality. But, you know, a few bucks to buy a pizza nowadays, screw it, I'll take it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thousands of people to make a living from it. But there are people that do it. I follow several of them. You know, there's this guy in Ireland, I'm Delicious. I think he's hilarious. Um, there's all kinds of people out there that I subscribe to and listen to, and I think they do a good job. There's a lady that does research on history. I forget her name, but she does a real good job. That I like historical stuff. The D4, what are the D4? What's D4 stand for? Oh, I did that completely wrong. Crap-ola. Diablo 4, okay. I played the original Diablo back in the day. Haven't played anything else in that series. Oh, played them all. Dedication. I mean, they were okay. I certainly didn't have any complaint about them. Okay, now I'll put that back. Hmm. Did I close that off by one too many? I think I did. I did. Oops. Yep. All right, that'll work. Nope. Steak out of fridge for later, so ready for the morning. Oh. Yeah, I'm making a prime rib tomorrow for all the guests that are coming. Meat's gotten expensive. Oof. Good Angus cow prime rib is expensive. I mean, I don't mind a good turkey. Hey, Angus. Oh, thank you. Cal, Angus, I don't know if you guys know each other, but you're both from the same country, so found that out the other day. Um, Hey, Axbeard. I did barbecue with my son yesterday. We have a place called The Bone. It's not my favorite in the world, but it is a good barbecue place. I've been going there for years, and used to be a haunt of Mike and I's, and we'd always go before he'd go home for Christmas up to Vermont. And so it's kind of a tradition. So I went yesterday with my son since Mike's not with us anymore. And had some barbecue. It was good. You know, I should probably have done this first. If I have to undo all that, I'm gonna kick myself. So this is what I do when I sit down with my cup of coffee and I don't think before I start. At least those two are easy to put back. Oh, filet's good. Now you want to talk about a cute animal, Axbeard. Those furry Angus cows, or the furry cows from Scotland, those suckers are cute. Not like goats. Goats aren't cute compared to those. Just saying. Uh, breeding Angus cows, or Highland. Yeah, the Highland cows. They're cute. They're all furry. The mini Highland kettle, they are cute. Just don't tell my wife I said so, or she'll bring one home and not let me eat it. Well, as you know, I have no preclusion. Cute or not, food is food. The family farm, we knew all the animals before we ate them. Not that I did much work on the farm. I think one year, one summer, they asked me to help them bale hay. I was like, after I did that, I was like, oh, I ain't ever doing this shit again. Like, I'm just telling you, like, nope, nuh-uh, not cool, not fun, didn't like it. That is a lot of work, man. Farmers are tough. Yeah, I'm not cut out to be a farmer. But I got a lot of respect for them, though. How would you pass the SAS recruit test? What is, you mean your special forces and that SAS? Well, as an American, I wouldn't pass that test, obviously, but, or are you talking about something else? Yeah, okay. I wouldn't. I'm just warning you. I am not what you call, at my age, the picture of perfect health. I did try to join the Marine Corps when I was young, but I got disqualified because of a couple of health conditions, which later technology solved, but by that time I had already graduated from school. I was too old anyway. My entire family served in the military. All my grandfather, uncles, dad. So I was the first not, and I went to college instead. I know it is. Oh, for my wife, it's about cuteness though. So when you got her going, it's all about how cute they are. Now I get goat videos like every frickin' day. Half of them I think are AI. They're not even real. I mean, in the game, don't get me wrong, I'd take one in a heartbeat, for sure. Okay, yeah. Especially if it had a couple of big backpacks on it. Could you imagine if all it did was carry, you could call it, and it had 4 backpacks on it? That would be freaking fantastic. Excuse me. So last night, Axbeard, my server ran out of memory for this server. And now I allocated it more memory. It took like 10 minutes, but it literally crashed because this build is so large that it ran out of memory. So be warned, if you're going to be doing a lot of building in your server, you're going to have to allocate it more RAM. Have you started to set that up yet? I think we're all a little long in the tooth for special forces programs there, folks. I mean, I'm just saying, myself included. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to delete all of those to put this in. Should have remembered that from the other side. Come on. Nope. Come on, pop in there. I hear you. Life's interesting. So I never went into the military, but I did serve in the civilian side of the government, and spent about 10 years in it. I tell people I left 3 months before my 10-year anniversary. I tell people they let me out early for good behavior because those people are freaking crazy. It's an insane asylum. I wouldn't do that again unless I was desperate. All right, that's a mirror of that side. Now we can finish this wall. Hmm. Oh, where was I in 91? I was working at General Electric in 91. I just got out of... No, I wasn't. I was leaving college in 91. Then getting my job in... Was it 91? Yeah, I was finishing up school in 91. Last time I was in Germany was in the early 2000s. I like Germany. Particularly the Munich, Austria area. Lots of good food. Yeah, the beer halls in Munich, of course I've visited there. I mean, the Spaten Company is one of my favorites, actually. Um, they have a Dunkel Spaten Duck, particularly tasty beer. I can get it here sometimes at a local distributor, but it's not easily or readily available. Interior done. I'm pretty pleased with that. So I'm going to deconstruct. Oh, you're kidding. These ladders are tough, man. Yeah, thanks. I embedded it in there. I made the whole thing, made it the right size, and then embedded it in there, and it actually turned out great. And it's kind of reminiscent with the Great Forges because you can go through the left or the right, but instead of going up, um, it leads you to the feast hall, which I think turned out great. Put the white banding around the room. I did leave the floor white though. I tried red here, it just didn't work out. And then I did a checkerboard pattern up there that worked. No, I will not seat 99 in there, Cal. No. You win on that case. It's all you, man. I'm not even going to attempt 99. Not even close. I guess I'll work on the front now. Maybe I'll do the dais. I was going to do a little dais here. I don't want it too high though. That looks like a good distance. How big is a forge? If I do it an odd size, then I'm gonna have to... I don't want it too big. Now this should not stick through the bottom, but I'll have to go check. Maybe it will. Oh, well that one will. Yeah, I just hoping my drop ceiling is thick enough, but that is why I used the drop ceiling too. But I didn't make them that thick. But I'll go check. If not, I'll just raise the dais a little bit and call it a day. Let's go take a look before I get too far. Yeah, I don't see anything. Woohoo! I love it when a plan comes together. Alright. Yeah, I was thinking it would be, but you never know. Sometimes the wood that I inlaid isn't quite perfect. Oh, no troll hide. Well, anyway, I'm going to put the chair right here, I think. Yeah, I don't have any troll hide. But anyway, that'll be Durin's seat. And I was going to make a... this is too big, I think. Wish there was a smaller one of these. That's the general gist. I'll have to make one like we used to. Not going to be able to fix that little teeny tiny realignment. Not even going to try. Morning, do. Ah, happy Christmas Eve for anyone that's celebrating Christmas. Oh, I forgot to do this side. That was stupid. Oh, no. there's a gold piece there. That's why. Was wondering why it was off. Ooh. Yes. Though you can get these pieces back with the mod that Toblichiro did. It's just a switch in the game. They're really there. They're always there. So I've done that to sandbox worlds and everything else. The pieces work fine. I've not had a collapse, knock on wood, of a major building or construction in ages. And yeah, I don't understand. Interesting. I changed the design over here a little bit, I guess. Yeah, there's a mod you can put on. Yeah, you can do that. In fact, when I run mods like that, I usually put it on my PC, run the mod, and then I put it back on the server. All right, I changed that. Yeah, I'll live with that one. Okay, let's finish the inside real quick. Oh, I used gray. Wonder why I used gray. Was there a reason I used gray? Good morning, Toby. I was just talking about you about your mod to bring back the old build pieces. Good mod. That was a fantastic mod. That reminds me, I've got to post my newest mod today, the one that I did in the middle of the game the other day for Jubo. She said it worked. Monuments are instantaneously built. I did not change the cost though. I let the cost be. As soon as I'm done with this contest build, I'm going to start working on mods again. It is not up on Nexus yet. I wanted somebody to test it. She volunteered to test it. I literally made it in the middle of a stream the other night. They were complaining, and I'm like, oh. And then Toby told me where in the files they were, and once he told me that, it was like, okay, I can do this. This isn't a problem. And so I built it, and then Juvo said, well, I'll test it, and it took her a little bit to finish testing it, but she tested it. It worked. Tell you the hard part is, thanks to Toby, I didn't have to worry about it, but the hard part was figuring out, as always, where is this information stored? Because there's a gazillion files. It's just crazy. Yes, Tanic, there were build pieces taken out of the game around version 1.2. There were extra build pieces in the granite set that opened with the star metal hammer, and they were removed. I think it was because they originally thought they were part of the building construction stability issues, because folks were, rightfully so, embedding them, layering walls. But to be honest, I've been using them in the old worlds and in new worlds forever now, and there's no issues. Pardon my crunch. I finished my coffee, so I'm eating a piece of toast. Do another column right there. Oh, that looks nice, I think. Oh, so you're going to add the missing pieces? Wow. It didn't seem, Toby, that wrapping the red instead of the granite, or the white instead of the granite, what is it, PNG, around the same size pieces would be that hard. Like, it should just work, right? Yeah, it's really easy. Just override the materials in a separate file. See, I was thinking that the other day. The next the next DLC we get has got to be a new builders pack. There's too many things that are really cool that we should have. Yeah, mods go into the same place on the server they go in on on your local computer. Same directory. You just put them in there. They work great on servers. A few, depending on the type they are, though, need to also be on the PC side. It depends what they modify. So you might not be able to use the mod if you don't have it on the PC or where you are. Good morning, Jubo. Hmm. Maybe I should have extended this one more. It's a little tight. Oh, it's part of the game files. They have to have the folder, Cal. It's where all it's where the main game files are. You put it in the same directory. So it's got to be there. It's on every server because they use the same software server that we do. It's too bad you can't get to the directories to backup files and other stuff on PlayStation or Xbox. No, it's not a special folder. Sorry, almost done with my toast. Got about another hour. Alright, let's take a break on this. I'm going to go work on my farm. Pavilion. I did that, most of that tower yesterday. I laid out my farm. It's going to be a wooden pavilion type thing that you'll come out into. Should be nice. I also did the ceiling in here yesterday evening. So I got new wood truss ceiling in here. Thanks, Jubo. Hey, how you doing, Nazgul? All right, what was I doing? Oh yeah. I'm putting in my wooden structure. Do I want it that way or do I want it the other way? I think that way. Nope. I want to incorporate all the building material options from my Durance Tower, but honestly, I hate the red. Yeah, redstone is not my favorite. It's really, I think of it more like brick. I used the Smithsonian, main Smithsonian building here in the United States, which is made out of redstone actually, as the inspiration for mine. It's not my favorite, but I wanted to use it to contrast from the giant white cathedral. Ooh, why are you red? That's weird. Shouldn't be red. There's plenty of support. Yeah, it does. It contrasts well. I can show you what if you haven't seen it in a while, I did more work on that building. Oh yeah, that'd work. Use it down here where it contrasts a little bit better. I have to work on the outside of over here today too. Lots more to do, lots to do. Should I do this first? I'll have the vines grow on the top. Or the outside face. Wouldn't get much light in here when I'm done. Oh, that's nice. I bet that looks great. You know, I think when I watched your video the other day, I saw some of that. It did look good. Before I do major builds like this one, I back up my game file. I don't know what you play on, but if you play on PC, back up your game file and I label it before Durin's Tower demolishing or before. That way, if I, because sometimes you build in a new area and you're like, ooh, I wish I had realized this sooner. And it just it's not working out for you. And then I've reverted. I mean, for sure. You know, I never did do stairs up here. I think I'll do them right here. Yeah, I use zip. I have a video on it if you want to watch it. How to back up and save files and the whole thing. It's pretty easy. Yeah. Well, that's why I zip. I just zip it all up in the directory and call it a day, in a file and call it a day. Then I label the file with a time date stamp, like Moria backup saves, and then the date. Zip doesn't delete anything by accident, so it's usually pretty safe. All right, now. You streaming today, Jubo? All right, why won't you? That's weird. Oh, that's annoying. Building all day, but want the Zen time. Yeah, I get it. Why aren't you working? How did using the ancient blocks go yesterday? Was napping a lot and ended up. What were you using them for, Jubo? If you wanted to chat, I'm on Discord, by the way, just in the by and by. I caught a little of your stream with, not a little, a bunch of your stream with Axebeard yesterday. But, you know, I don't want those. Hello. How are you? So what were you doing with the ancient blocks Cal was asking about?
Yeah, I figured I'd answer on here because it's easier to talk than type.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I mentioned I was on.
Thank you. So I was working on the stairs coming out from the Duran Tower stairs, and I had planned on using the ancient blocks in the for the like the transition between stairs. So like you
Mm-hmm.
do the stair, and then when you go started using the adamant blocks, and but I completely spaced that I could use them for actual foundation, like if they would sink down into the stuff because the adamant blocks weren't doing it before. Um, and so I'm mapping out the stairs or whatever, and Cal mentions the ancient blocks, and I was like, oh my god, how did I forget that? So I threw those down as the like flooring basically, or the subfloor. Um, but then I also started using them for the not only in that, so that transition between the stairs, but using it as a column to go down,
Mm-hmm.
um, instead of doing like just like the adamant wall to go, like a block down or whatever.
Oh, I bet that worked
So
good.
yeah, it was working really, really well. And then of course I dreamed about a different design today. So last night. So I'm gonna be
I'm
ripping
glad to
those
know
out.
that I'm not the only one that has the dreams.
Yep. I was like, oh yeah, the stairs would look great here. Oh, and I could do that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Guess I'm ripping that out.
My wife, my wife picks on me. She's like, I had a dream last night about a thing I could do in a build. She's like, you had the noodle dream?
The
You get the
noodle tree.
reference? Y- Kung Fu Panda? Noodle dream?
Uh,
Oh, you had the noodle dream. When his dad thought he was going to become a chef. Anyway,
right. Oh, that's funny.
I
That
love
is funny.
I love those cartoons. Those cartoons are just
Hmm.
great.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all right. So no
Uh,
streaming today for you. Well, it is Christmas Eve. I just figured I'd drink my coffee, have my toast, and my wife is sending me again out into the wilderness to fight animals for a last couple of minute gifts, and I'm like, no. But the sucker that
but
I
look at it
am,
this
I'm
way.
gonna do it.
And the brownie points you will have obtained.
Oh no, brownie points.
You're her hero, even if she doesn't know it.
Oh, it's
I'm sure
oh
she
my
does at a sub level. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere public in the next couple days. Hi, Puppy Girl. Um, it's just too crazy.
yeah, that's my opinion.
But that's awesome, and I really appreciate you doing these streams because it's good to see them again. Um, just get some ideas and just chill.
Now let's see how that turned out if I missed any. Oh, they look like they all lined up. Holy cow.
It looks really good.
All right. Now I can create the pavilion top. Let's put on some railings before OSHA stops by. Uh,
You biting my fingers? Good morning. Good
there's the
morning.
puppy.
Yeah, Poppy. She rolled over, started batting at my hand, and now she's chewing on my fingers.
How old is she?
3.
Wow.
She turned
Still
3 yesterday.
I I heard that she turned an age. I just didn't remember which
No, no,
how
you're
old.
good. Yeah. But I think she's going to be a puppy for a while. I think the Wheaton, that's part of the Wheaton personality, is that they're very um exuberant and puppyish for.
Gotcha.
She usually doesn't chew on my fingers though, so this is new. Maybe she just wants to play.
I'm sure she
Get it?
does.
Get it? You want to play, but you're not awake yet enough?
You're four all the same age. I don't get...
No.
Oh, you have four
He's talking
dogs?
about. Yeah, I have 4 Wheatons. Finn and Poppy are the mom and dad, and Galway and Meath are the babies. They are a year and a half now. So we have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and then 2 1.5 puppies.
Wow.
Dogs. Yeah.
Dogs are like kids. Never let them outnumber you.
See, I missed that too with the kids. I had 4
Oh.
kids. It was like,
Oh
well,
my God, 4.
Yeah,
Are
after
you
one.
trying for sainthood?
Well,
Holy crap.
yeah, no, we just, yeah. We wanted a big family, but also it was like, once you have 2 and you're starting to juggle things, it just kind of, 3 is like, well, you got somebody to play with. 4 is like, well, there's already chaos. So might as well.
Yeah, my wife and I just had 2. We had a bunch of miscarriages, but it worked out.
Sorry.
It worked. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
But we did in vitro for the last one because she was having a hard time, and they're like, "Well, we can treat this," and I'm like, "I don't know," and I was ready to give up. I gotta be honest. I was like, "I'm done. It just one's enough. One daughter, I'm good." And she's like, "No, no," and so yeah, we did another one. Had my son. Don't regret it, but he'd drive you nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should not have done all of these without putting some. What was I thinking? I'll leave that one.
Yeah, we had 3 girls and then a boy. So
My wife really wanted a son. She's like, in fact, during in vitro, we sorted for a boy, which was experimental back then. We had to sign up for it and all that crap. But she really wanted a boy. And I'm like, I'll take what I get. That's what I'm used to. And I have no Entwood. Ah!
No.
All right, let me go get some leather and some Entwood. Hold on, I'll be right back.
When your magic bag runs out, right?
Yeah, I didn't use Axe's new loadout. I still use my old storage world.
Yeah. You use what's familiar.
Yeah. And I put on, for those of you, I'm not trying to be rude, but for those of you that are watching, most of the worlds I host are server worlds. And so you would see the addresses and everything else. And I don't want to invite just anyone into messing with my world. So I put you on pause for just a moment.
It's smart. I mean, there's good people out there, but there are still griefers, and you never know when they're lurking around. So.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. Now I gotta remember
Cal says he
where I
does
put
the
the Entwood.
To the left of the, if you're looking at the map stone, if you're standing at the map stone,
Yep.
to the left.
See, you've got it memorized. It's funny. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Alright, log him back in.
Oh, now you're gonna sit on me? Okay, come here. Oh. How does 4 feel? Do you need your walker yet?
Oh, put me back down here.
It's
Okay.
been loading me into the steps. By the way, you're on the paused screen still.
Oh, thank you. I guess I was too close to the edge, and they're like, "Oh no, we're not going to put you over there."
So the Siberian is 3 too, Cal? That's cool. Are they a lot of like the puppy, or do they is their personality more grown up quicker? I guess is the only way I know how to phrase it. Yeah, baby girl.
My favorite dog was a half shepherd, half husky. He was a co-worker's dog from my wife's job. Did I ever tell you this story? It's a weird one.
No, I don't think so. But Kaiba's a half husky, half shepherd, right? Too? Davies?
I don't know. That
I'm
I'll
trying to
tell you,
picture
you
it.
can make another dog out of the shedding of the dog. I'm just telling you right
Right.
now. It is they shed so much you could like assemble another dog from their shed fur. It is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, smartest dog
I mean,
I ever owned. The thing I literally could have conversations with it. Like my daughter had asthma as a kid, and
mhm.
I could literally say, "Chaz, go sleep at the edge of the baby's bed. Come get us if she starts to, have a problem." And the dog would just get up and do it. I just is
Wow.
like amazing. He could count. Um, he's a very smart dog. I was
Yeah.
very impressed. But yeah, so my wife has this coworker, and he's like, left his girlfriend, left his job. He liked jumping out of airplanes, and he got a job as a flying Elvi in Vegas. The guys that dress up as
Wow.
Elvis and jump out of airplanes.
Yeah.
But to afford it, he had to live with the rest of the flying Elvi, and he couldn't bring his dog.
Mm.
They had a no pet policy. And I'm like, okay. So my wife, while we were dating, uh, got this dog. And I was mildly allergic to dog. I took shots for years. And I love dogs, but never had one.
Mhm.
And this dog was just amazing. It's like he knew everything. Like he knew when you were happy, when you were sad, when you wanted
Hmm.
something. He's a very smart, loving, caring dog. And eventually he lived he lived quite a long time. He was like 18 years old, barely
Wow.
moved, died of cancer. Um,
Mm.
at that point, the doctor's like, "Look, something's gonna get him." I just, you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
but it was so sad.
Mhm.
And we had a couple other rescues here and there, but I gotta be honest, I was like, no, I can't go through that again. It's
Mhm.
too hard.
Yeah. I was saying that after so we had a Yorkie, a Maltipoo, and a Maltese, and they all lived to about 15. Well, the Maltese we're not really sure because we got her as a rescue as a senior, and so they just kind of guessed on her age. But she was like that, where she's just moving really slow, and then ended up stroking out. But so that was 2022 was the last one passed away, and crushed, and I told my husband, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't. And then he and my daughter, or our daughter, left on a vacation for like 2 weeks or something. Left me alone in the house like a month after it happened. With it's too quiet, it's all alone, whatever. And I just didn't know what to do with myself. So they came back, and I was like, "We're getting a dog." And then it just snowballed from there. And now we have four.
I,
So.
well, my last dog, he was another rescue. His name was Dakota. He was the one that Snoopy is. What's
Oh, Beagle?
Yeah, Beagle.
Is that right?
And so we go to this dog show, not for this dog, not dog show, dog rescue event at,
Yeah.
was it like Petco or PetSmart or something like that,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And so we go there to get a different dog, and that dog was already, I mean, we got there when it opened, but I guess everyone wanted that dog. And so my son was like, I never had a dog because he didn't remember Chaz because he was small.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a 14-year gap between my son and my daughter.
Mm.
I think, yeah, somewhere around there. Anyway, so we go there, and there's this little dog, sitting in his little pen, looking all sad. I mean, he just looked pitiful. And
Yeah.
so Joseph's like, I want to know about this dog. And I'm like, do you want that dog? He doesn't look as energetic or playful. And then we asked about him, and they're like, well, he was given up because he was old. I'm like, how old is he? 9. So you're
Mm-hmm.
telling me these people gave up their 9-year-old pet
Yep.
because he was 9 and couldn't keep up with their puppy? And they're like, yep. I'm like, wow, those people are assholes.
Yep.
And so we took him home, and he got new life in him. I mean, he was like, oh, I've got 4 acres to run around in, and I trained him on the electric fence. We had, and he was a smart dog. He understood the electric fence, but he also was a hunting dog, right? So he was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get shocked. I will chase this animal. I will catch it and kill it. I'll bring it home to you, but then I'm gonna wait outside the electric fence for you to get home, because I'm not getting shocked twice. I'm just telling you right now, I'm not doing that. But he was such a wise guy. This guy, I'm like, oh my God, he had personality, boy. He had personality. We had something was going on, and my son went away to school, and we couldn't take care of the dog because I was commuting 3 hours each way. My wife was working in downtown DC, and my brother-in-law lost his dog. He had a boxer, huge dog, and so we gave him Dakota. And we go see him all the time. It's not like he doesn't live right here. And he lived like 13. He was 13 when he passed. I think for him, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how long they lived, but he was happy. And my brother-in-law had an electric fence and a bunch of acres for him to roam on, and that dog was happy running and chasing animals. He's the one. I had a neighbor come by. We're not supposed to have livestock, but she had peahens. So he's in my yard and had chased her peahens, who escaped, up into a tree. She's yelling at me. I'm like, lady, I don't even know you. Who are you? And she's like, your dog chased my peahens up into a tree. And I'm thinking, oh, it must be on her property. No, she's on mine. And I'm like, well, keep your peahens out of my yard. I'm like, I mean, he's a hunting dog. I ain't gonna change him.
That's cool. These guys love to chase the we have a lot of wildlife here, and they have bunnies. So when they go out to the bathroom at 5 in the morning, and they will chase the bunnies around the backyard. And I think the bunnies are actually playing with them because they could like jump the fence or go under a fence and they'd be gone. Um, but instead, they'll take a turn and they'll just keep running around the backyard, letting them chase them for a little while until they're tired, and then they'll jump up something and leave. And I'm like, okay, you have friends that are rabbits. This is weird. But of course, they're terriers, so they're like, no, we want to eat you. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're friends. I mean, the rabbits might. Yeah, yeah. I've had when I was a kid, that was my pet was a rabbit because my mother was
Uh,
allergic to the other animals, and I could never get a
that's
dog or a
crazy that she's
cat.
allergic to other stuff and but she can
Not
do
rabbits.
rabbits.
No, it's all different. It's all different.
Yeah.
They have different
Huh.
dander, different other stuff, but I had
Huh.
rabbits. In fact, my wife's new work, they have she works in that old folks home. They have
Mhm.
rabbits, and I'm gonna go there and play with the rabbit next week.
Oh, cool. I see how you are, Cal. They love chasing Amazon drivers. Yes,
Oh,
they do. Just Poppy. She is a very big protector of the house. She does not like anything coming up our drive or up a driveway. For sure not on our porch, you know. And so Finn just
uh,
wants to play. So he sees them and he's doing the dancing bear, like scratching at the window, like, "Hey, play with me, play with me." And she's like, "Get off my lawn!"
that's funny.
Luna tries to chase the local squirrels. Aw.
No, wrong one, John. Wrong one. This is where the boxes are gonna go. All right.
All right, well, I'll leave you to your zen. I'm gonna get up, get the dogs fed, and
Oh
head to the
yeah.
computer. If you're still on, I'll watch. But have a
It's
great Christmas Eve and a
you
Merry Christmas.
too. Merry Christmas. I'll be on after the festivities tomorrow, needing to
Okay.
have zen of my
Unwind.
own.
Exactly. And my husband knows it now. He's like, yeah, okay, that's where she's gonna unwind. She gets back from a tough whatever, and it's like, yep, she's heading to the mines. You just can't eat. That's what he calls it. You going to the mines? Yep. I'll, I'll see you later.
See you later.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. Hmm. don't want it to be a third level. I think that'd be a little ostentatious. Let me, hmm. Should I put a floor down for stability? No one will end up seeing the floor. Oh, wait, doesn't the new season or the rest of the season for Stranger Things come out today? Oh, wait, what the heck did I just do? Because this will be covered, people won't see little gaps. Or not gaps, but unevenness. Oh, forgot a piece. Yeah, sometimes you have to say close enough. You were absolutely right. Do I want to put a little flare? Yeah, let's put a little flare. Come on. Okay. Oh, I don't want it to sink in too far. I don't care if these overlap. Hmm. Oh, didn't want to do that. course, I had to make this a complicated roof line, because why would I make anything easy? Hello.
How's it going?
Not bad, Axbeard. How are you, sir? Happy Christmas Eve to you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello, hello? Testing. I can see my voice. Okay, now this one's going to be a little tricky. That lines up good. But that one does not. Bah, humbug. Well, don't. It'll wait till you get home, man. I'll be on. At least for another hour or so. Well, that was not what I wanted. Oh, that wind up. Okay. Pain, but I got it to work. Okay. There's a slight ridge, I think, but it's not bad. That one looks cleaner. Oh, that turned out. There's a slight edge there. See if I can jut it out just a little. There we go. I think this is the most complicated roof I've ever done in the game. Yeah, that would be optimal. Um, Not the first time I've come to a peak like this, and it's kind of a bummer. Because you gotta fiddle with it. I mean, you can embed it, it's just a pain. Close enough. I've spent at least an hour before trying to get this to line up perfect, and it never does. That's close. Very close. Structurally sound and good looking. I didn't drop anything down here, did I? Did I accidentally click something? Oh, I must have. Crap. window. If I am going to have a scene, I think right here will be the best place to hide it. No, I'm not going to be able to get that centered, so that's going to drive me nuts forever. So I'll just use these. Yeah, I know. Uh, there is a half of a adamant block off on the grid alignment up here. I'm not the only one that's experienced it. I think almost everyone has experienced it. I was talking to Axbeard and company about it, and the grids are slightly off. And this bubble up here is, I think, 4. It's the size of the desolation, except it's all open, so you can build wherever you want. It's easy. I should say it's much more clean upable. Is that even a thing? You can clean up the area easily. There's not a lot of stuff like random foundations to build around or anything else like in the desolation. But the grid is not quite aligned, or the snapping here is off significantly. And so if it was just me and I hadn't built up here before, I'd think I was doing something weird, but no, it's broken. Well, that's a lot of single pieces. Okay. Well, there's a few other things that I've hit along the way. You could see it right here on this floor tile, right? Now I did put that there because I'm going to put a gate over it or whatever, and I'll try to hide the gap. So if you're just walking by, you won't see it. Type of thing when you do drywall in the United States, we just, you know, put more mud on it, smooth it out, slap paint on it. No one will notice, or at least you hope. Those are all slightly sunk. Oh, I hate that. Yep. Alright, I am going to overlap this. I don't want to, but it's the best I can do to hide the so there's a teeny tiny seam there you can see. It's just slightly off, but hopefully, I think that's the shortest area. When you have to do something like that, you pick the shortest distance so people don't normally catch it with their eye, but like in real life, I'll know it's there and it'll drive me insane. And as Lucindy says, it's a short drive. Lucindy's my wife, for those of you that don't know. And Tenial. Ah. Happy holidays, Toby. Merry Christmas. We'll be talking again soon. I guess I'll put it on the other side. That's probably the least seen. Now, to hide that ridge, because we do not have a one wide piece of edging, I am going to put a Durance lamp on it. How much time do I got? Oh, 6 minutes. Time to go.
Until Durin is ready.
Until Durin is ready. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah. Didn't say anything that time. I like the way that looks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say it because I already had the buff. Alright, now I gotta go out and battle people. I'd rather face a horde of orcs. That's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. They generally frown on people wielding battle axes. Yep, that's true. No, I'm not going to Costco. No. No, I have to go someplace worse. She wants to get a gift certificate for one of her friends to a local massage parlor and salon. And, you know, all the women are going to be there today getting their nails done. So I have to deal with all those people. Because I'm the fool of a husband that would go there. on a holiday. Bah. We'll remember you well, my friend. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, it was nice knowing you guys. I haven't finished that little thing either. It's all good. The Costco's are all over, that's for sure. Well, I have till my alarm goes off, so 32 seconds or 22 seconds. I'm gonna use every last second. There it goes. Alright, well, if I survive, I'll try to get on later. I think though tonight is the release of the next part of Stranger Things, and I do watch that with my wife. I might be busy doing that for some of the time. I've got to put the pillars in here. I'll just leave myself over here so I remember to put the pillars in. Of course, if you're listening, someone remind me to put the pillars in when I get home. But from the very, actually, I'll just jump down to the bottom. I gotta put pillars in. I'll put one down real quick, just so I remember. Yeah, that's the reason. Merry Christmas, Axebeard. Alright, I will get going as much as I don't want to go. Oh, the torture, the pain. Anyway. Alright, you all have a good one. If I don't see you, Merry and a Happy New Year.